On the third day of March, the world stopped for a few moments here in our little corner of the world. When I walked out after it had passed, it was just destruction. Roofs were gone, windows were blown out, my neighbor's house, trees were down everywhere, and there were people walking around that were shell-shocked, literally. There were between 80 and 100 people that were in the shelter that afternoon. On a typical alert that goes out, there's 15, 20 at the most that would come to that. We're the only shelter within the community now. And there was a moment when I was standing over here talking to someone. I looked around and I saw all of the tables with the clothes, the toiletries, the supplies, the people. And it's just like, this is it. This is what this building was built for this very moment. But we were all focused on that mission, which was to do the best we can to meet the needs of the people in this community and the safety and the well-being, not for us, but for the glory of God. Alabama Baptists were very involved in this from the very moment. Immediately, they were here with the chainsaws teams. They were working in some of these areas too. But and they have a plan that they work. People gifted that are willing to use their talents and their abilities.
When you give to the Lord through your church week after week or month after month, your church provides a portion of that for cooperative program ministries. And the disaster relief is on the receiving end of that. And you couple that with the Myers-Mallory State Missions offering, which provides 20% of that offering to Alabama Baptist Disaster Relief, makes it possible for us to be able to deliver a check today to the pastor, Rusty Sell at Providence Baptist Church, to give from the Myers-Mallory offering to help this community. And it was what I think is a significant contribution. Equipment that's being used today, bought with Myers-Mallory funds. Assistance given to help this community rebuild, provided with Myers-Mallory funds. Those two funding sources make it possible for us to set up immediately and begin serving people, knowing that there are finances available to do that. Couldn't do what we do if it weren't for Alabama Baptist working together, giving together, praying together to make it possible.
We got a long way to go, but working together for the glory of God, when we get where we're going, and my thought process and what I see is that we'll be able to look around and say, look what God did. Look what God did. In the healing, in the redemption, and in the restoration. Look what God did.